Check, check. Okay, I just want to see that you can hear me clearly. Check, check, check. See, and I said check. Yeah, see, but the hall is not giving me the echo. You know why? The hall has got a very good bank balance. You know why? The checks don't bounce. Okay, you're going to hear more of this kind. Okay, now since you can hear me, now can you see me? Okay, that's why we chose a backdrop like this, so that I'll be seen. Last night I was playing at a show, and the dress code was black suit, black shirt, and you know what? To my fright, the backdrop was black. And somebody looked and said they saw a guitar there. And 8 inches above the guitar, they saw a pair of dentures. Okay, that's me, yes. So you can see me here with dentures with my. Okay. Being this color sometimes has its advantages. Sometimes my sons, when I tell them, like, see, you didn't do your homework, so you can't do this, you can't do that. I say, but you promised. No, I promised, but you didn't finish. But Dad, you're very unfair. So look at him and say, didn't you realize that? I was always unfair. From the time you were born, you've seen me, and I was always unfair. Okay, talking about my next, the subject which I was trying to visualize, and we all are into this, One of the biggest occasions that we all attend, is what? Not stand-up comedies like this, which we love to attend, and sometimes we are compelled to attend, and we have to attend is the weddings, right? All agree upon that. Now, when you go for weddings, I see there are I categorize them in about 4 sets of people who go for weddings. What do they go there for? Yes? Right. So I call them, the first set is called wine and dine. And then the second set of people are called wine and dine. And there's a third category that's called wine and dine as well. And there's a fourth category called wine and dine. Okay, I'll explain one by one. The first one we all know, most of us like to go for weddings because you have to be there first for the reception because they're going to give you wine. And that's the only place where you know that you can drink wine and say, no, I don't touch alcohol. And then some of these people think, oh, this is the only place, this is a holy thing, you can drink it. Tell the son, you don't like it, no, take one. The wife doesn't like it, no, take one. And the guy serving wine's going, hey. One more. And then here you are waiting, you can't drink it now, right? Now there's this MC who comes and he has to say a toast. And sometimes the toast goes on so long, it becomes a boast. This one's grandfather, he worked in so-and-so place, he had so many people under him, he had so many people over him. It goes on, He bought this land, he had a car he was the first guy to get a car in this. So toast becomes a boast. And here you are still shaking with your wine. And then when he says, the son, wife, say, any more left over? Yeah, just gulp that also. Then, of course, the dine part of it. We all know, I don't have to explain. You love the biryanis. We have to check what's in the menu. Sometimes when I have to go for a wedding, I think I work out my menu for my lunch. Because it depends on how much space I have in the night to have my dinner. Now, the second category of people called the wine and dine. What are they? They whine about everything, From the time you give them the card, they want to know, did you give it to me first or you gave my brother first? Because I introduced you to my brother and you give me second. So they whine about that. They come into the hall, they whine about the decorations. They whine about everything, the way they were greeted, from the parking to the traffic to the color codes, the bride, the bridegroom, everybody they're whining about. But they won't eat the biryani. So that is, they whine and they love to dine. Now I come to the third category. The third category of people love to drink the wine, and they're not so interested in the food, but they dine to hear some gossip. Just have wine, meet some people, and they're dying to hear the news about the person who's not been invited. So you meet up and say, okay, here we are. What about so-and-so, XYZ? XYZ has not been invited. Okay, come on, let's sit down. Let's talk. So let's dine and wine, and they're dying to hear some news. Now, the fourth category, they're whining about everything. They come there, just whine about this and that. And they look at the bridegroom or the bride and say, color konja kami. People like me are color konja kami. Look, God has almost used up all his black crayons on me. And he said, color konja kami. So the lesser color means that you're more darker. So, and then somebody will say, how's the boy or the girl? Oh, nalla color. But the only thing is, in Tamil Nadu, nalla color means the person is white. If you go to Andhra Pradesh and you say nalla color, that means he's black. It's the same word with two opposite meanings. So you have these people. The fourth category, I said, they're whining about everything. They're dying to hear some gossip. They're not interested in the wine. They're not interested in the food. They just sit, whine and whine and whine, and dying to hear some gossip. And I should just tell you something about the third category. Third category of the people who love to drink wine and dying to hear some news. So what are those people going? Why do they go to the wedding? They go sip wine. Okay, you can slowly get it. I can see it's, yeah. It's like wine, no? It gets better by the day. Yes. When most of my friends who know me, my jokes come out at the time of some event or something like that. It just comes spontaneous. And I start laughing. And also after, so one of my good friends asked me, why do you laugh at your jokes so much? I said, I'm also hearing it for the first time. Okay, now we're talking about whining and dining. Let's take this whole whining, dining situation have this four category of people and go 2,000 years back. However old this world has been, the people have not changed, right? Now, Jesus' first miracle happened at a wedding. So we had these four categories of wine and dine people were there. And Jesus walked in to this wedding place and with his friends. And he went there to have a good time, have a good laugh, meet, socialize. But, Jesus was a human being, but at times he also had the God mode. With children who play video games, there's a God mode. God mode means nobody can defeat you. So maybe he went in a God mode and he could hear what the commotion was. But what was the commotion? The wine got over. It's a terrible situation to be in. Maybe it was the girl's father or the boy's father. It's a very terrible situation to be. Your wine is over and the guests are over, because you get these gossip wine people. So they will be gossiping about you. How will we be gossiping? The next time they see you, that boy, who, James? James who? That guy's wedding where the wine got over? His nephew. So you're branded for life. You're anything. Oh, that guy, his wine got over in the wedding. Yeah, that guy only wanted you to meet him. So it goes on like so. So maybe he felt very sorry, and his mother comes to him and says, "Come on, Jesus, you have to do something. I know you can do it." And Jesus said, "See, Mom, this is not my time. My time has not yet come." But then what did Jesus do? He did it for him because I guess he knew what this man is going to face after the wedding. Okay? So in situations like this, there was one function which I was attending as part of the organizing, and we reached the same situation. But we can't, when something gets over, can't put water and like wait for God to say, So here this was, and the salad got over. And all of us love to eat salad with the biryanis. So what happened was, I said, the salad's over. Okay, just close the bowl and just tell everybody it's elaichi salad. So the word elaichi will just put people away. So they all came to eat, took their biryanis. They came for the salad. Oh, you like to have some elaichi salad? Keep the bowl closed. No, it's okay. I don't like elaichi. So one guy, little adventurous with his food, he said, "Let me try the elaichi salad." Yeah. There's nothing inside. He said, "You said?" "Yes, that's what we meant, elaichi salad." So when you run out of anything, you just have to word elaichi. You run out of wine, you say, "What do you have?" "We have elaichi wine." Ask for it, yeah, elaichi bus. Okay, so being here in India, we have so many languages, and like I said, same word can mean two different things in different languages. One word can mean also two different things. I just finished my 43rd birthday, and people come and ask me, "How old are you?" I say, 43. 43? Vaisaichi boss. So I said, "Yeah, why Tamil la Vaisaichi? Even in English also Vaisaichi." There is this guy, I used to be part of a choir called Glorious. I know Mr. Reggie Chandy is not here, I think. So I used to have this show called the Festival of Harmony, which has been going on for the last 19 years. They've had some 22 Festival of Harmonies. And always the show starts either at 6:30, 5:30, depends on 5:45, depends on how many choirs they have or groups. So I tell Reggie, this is not good, it's unfair. You say it is Festival of Harmony, and you start at 5:30. You should be calling it Festival of Anjiramani. Harmony means you have to start at 6. Okay, I want you to laugh in front of me, because I don't want you to laugh behind me. When people say, "I won't talk," laugh behind my back. So I want you to all laugh behind my back. What's behind of your back is actually your front. So laugh in front of me.